This is the Election Bureau. Hello and welcome to the Channel One Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Teshie in Accra. My name is Umaru Sanda Amadu. Coming up. We're grateful that you join us for CNR on Channel One Television. Let's settle for details of our stories, and we begin with election-related issues. Now, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufo Dampare, accompanied by members of the Police Management Board, visited 6 churches in Accra on Sunday to urge Christians to safeguard the nation's peace before, during, and after the December 7 elections. Speaking to the congregations, Dr. Dampare emphasized the need for prayers for peace while highlighting the importance of taking proactive measures, such as reporting any security concerns to the police. He appealed to everyone to support the police in maintaining security, law and order to make the 2024 general elections the most peaceful in Ghana's history. Fred Duho was there for City News.
The Inspector General of Police, Dr. Ekufo Dampare, together with the Police Management Board members, today embarked on church visitation to a number of churches within the capital Accra, where he carried his message of peace to the church members and assuring them that they are ready as security men to protect and enforce the laws of this country.
Now that we pray, we should allow ourselves as vessels that God will use in bringing peace, security, law, and order during this election period and beyond. And until we do that, then the prayers will end up being mere words because it's not backed by action. It is for this reason that we want to ask, after you pray, to do 4 main things for us during this election period and beyond. First and foremost, continue to pray for us, because that one we need it. And it is your prayer that will give us the wisdom and the grace, once we position ourselves as a vessel for God, for us to take the necessary steps in protecting the nation and ensuring that there is peaceful election.
He also urged every church member to report any act of insecurity or anything that would pose security threat to this country. They should try and endeavor to report same to the police for swift action.
Open your eyes and your ears, and things that will disturb the peace, if you hear of them, let us know, so that we take the proactive steps in dealing with them in a manner that will sustain our peace that we are enjoying for the sake of our generation following us, because we are not, and I repeat, we are not the last generation. So we should leave this place better than we came to find it, as our forebears left it for us to come to find it and to live our life to the glory of God. So Papa, finally, as an assurance to the church and through the church to the rest of the nation, the rest of Africa and the rest of the world, that we, the security agencies, we are ready and we will ensure that we do all what it takes to work with everybody to sustain the peace, security, law and order of this country. We will live and stop at nothing and ensuring that this happens. So Papa, once again, we are grateful and we look forward working with all of you to walk through this election and cross over for all of us to give glory to God that we have allowed ourselves to be used as a vessel for His glory.
There will be a few others who still think that they can make an attempt to disturb the peace of this country. And those people, you may be in the community, you may hear of them, you may see them. Our prayer, allow yourself to be used as a vessel by God to let us know those things, so that we will give them a place that has been designated for them. Because as we speak, we have offices at that place. The police cells, they are not existed. The prisons, they are not existed. So that proactively we price them out of our community and then keep them where we want to protect, so that we continue to live our life to the fullest during the rest of the election period and beyond.
While the IGP took his peace message to a number of churches within the capital Accra, the Accra Regional Police Commander, DCOP Kwesi Ahin, was also on a similar mission across some churches within the capital.
We, the security agencies, we are very much ready. We are poised for action. So what we need you to do is that you must also be law-abiding on that particular day. We are all promoting peace. We are all preaching peace. But if we will have peace on the 7th December, then it depends on all of us. The peace will not come from anywhere. It will come from those of us sitting here. The way we will conduct ourselves, the way we will behave on that particular day, we will either bring peace or not. So we want to plead with you. Let us be law-abiding. Ghana is a country of laws. And once we're a member, once we're a citizen of this country, we expect that you obey the laws and rules of the country. If you do that for us, we will continue to enjoy the peace that we are having.
The church leaders took the opportunity to pray for the IGP and the police service to continue with their good work to protect this country before, during, and after the 2024 general elections.
Your spirit fill them. Your spirit melt them. Your spirit mold them. And as you fill and mold them, Lord, grant them the power to work in your name. Take away every fear from their hearts and live according to the work that you have given them.
The IGP urged the entire Ghanaian public to ensure that they adhere to the laws of this country before, during, and after the election. And anyone who would foment any form of trouble would be put into cells and possibly into prisons to create a conducive, peaceful atmosphere for the generality of Ghanaians. My name is Fred Duho, reporting from the police headquarters for Channel One News.
Now, the ultimate goal of every voter in any election is to cast their ballots privately and independently. However, this is often not the case for persons with disabilities, especially those with visual impairments. In this report, Channel One News showcases how the Electoral Commission's introduction of assistive technology aims to ease the voting process for visually impaired persons.
At the Asakore-Mampong District Office of the Electoral Commission, visually impaired voters are being trained to use the tactile jacket voting method. This innovative technology enables them to cast their ballots on December 7 independently and in secrecy. Visually impaired voters may also opt to receive assistance from trusted relatives or electoral officers, not party agents or officials, when casting their ballots at their designated polling stations. Isaac Obeng provides an explanation of how the tactile jacket method works.
For instance, if you want to vote for the fourth person or the third person, just count from the top two down. So top 1, 2, 3, and you count 1, 2, 3. So as you see the dots, that the dots are 3 there, then you move to your right side where you see the box. So after you are done locating the box, then you thumbprint and you put your hand on the box so that you can thumbprint there.
Training sessions on this voting method are conducted to ensure beneficiaries acquire the necessary skills ahead of the election day. For visually impaired voters, the Electoral Commission's initiative is highly commendable as it allows them to make independent voting choices.
Oh, we difference kind of we say we could school for the blind. That process will be any as fast as this day. To me, say I am at for cry. I say we dem ya meeting at 12 be am one. If the easy as say so the what we say be any who ade no this process we have one.
And nam say many who ade no. Ninkwa metimi akovote ewa abreko a obia enka me ho because of dots na ewo so no.
Angela Efrie Entry, the Asakore-Mampong District Electoral Commission officer, explains that the exercise is part of the Commission's broader efforts to ensure equal access for all eligible voters.
So Commission is trying to train them so that they can vote independently without depending on anybody, for them to know whom they voted for. So the purpose or the main motive of voting is to ensure the secrecy of the ballot for the visually impaired people. Let me put it in general, disabled, we give the preferential treatment to them, and pregnant women and lactating mothers and the elderly.
The Electoral Commission urges all eligible voters to turn out in large numbers to participate in the upcoming elections.
This is part of preparations by the Electoral Commission ahead of the December 7 polls. The Electoral Commission says this process to train persons with visual impairment is to ensure that everyone is given an equal treatment on voting day. Hafiz Tijani, Channel One News, Asakore-Mampong, Ashanti Region.
Now, in less than 2 weeks to the December 7 general elections, political campaigns are heating up across constituencies nationwide. In the Bimbilla constituency in the northern region, the contest is shaping up to be closely fought, with constituents passionately expressing their reasons for supporting their preferred parties or candidates. Channel One brings you a detailed report from Bimbilla, where the incumbent MP, who is Minister for Defense, is facing stiff competition in this year's election. Here's more from Channel One News' Northern Regional correspondent, Mohammed M. Labira.
The Bimbilla constituency is one to watch as the December 7 elections approach. Historically, from 1992 to 2008, the constituency never re-elected a parliamentary candidate. However, this trend changed in 2008 when Dominic Nitiwol of the New Patriotic Party secured his first victory. Since then, Nitiwol has consistently retained the seat and is now seeking a 5th term in Parliament. Nitiwol, who also serves as the Defense Minister under the Akufo-Addo administration, first entered Parliament through a by-election in 2002 after Dr. Ibn Chambers left to take up an international role. Although Nitiwol initially contested under the People's National Convention (PNC), he switched to the New Patriotic Party and has since been a dominant figure in the constituency. However, his prolonged tenure has not been without criticism. Many constituents argue that despite his 18 years in office, there is little development to show for his time in Parliament. However, the construction of the Daniel Hall for the Bimbilla Senior High School, a Get Fund project initiated in 2008, remains incomplete. Students continue to eat their meals outdoors, whilst the abandoned project is now used for social events. Similarly, the community center, which the MP promised in 2019, has only seen action in the weeks leading up to the election, reportedly due to mounting pressure from his opponent and constituents. Bimbilla's sporting and roads infrastructure also lag behind. Constituencies like Karga, Yendi, and Gushagu boast town road upgrades, but Bimbilla roads, last constructed in the mid-1990s, are riddled with potholes. Although some work has recently commenced, many residents see this as a last-minute election strategy and have voiced their dissatisfaction.
About 18 years now in Parliament, we haven't seen any change in Bimbilla town here. As you can see the roads, Bimbilla town roads, about 18 years in Parliament, he has done nothing about it. About 4 years now, about 4 years now, he promised us to build a community center for us. Till yet, we haven't seen the community center yet.
I think this issue of this construction of the roads is more of an insult to we, the constituents. Yeah, barely 2 weeks to elections, you come and claim you are constructing roads. It's an insult on our intelligence. Most of these roads that they claim they are constructing, they started them just a few months or weeks to the 2020 elections. And immediately after the elections, they vanish into thin air.
The Bimbilla constituency is marked by its ethnic diversity, with Nanumbers and Konkombes forming the majority groups. Over the years, tribal politics have significantly influenced voting patterns. Historically, the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) has fielded Nanumba candidates, whilst Nitowol, a Konkomba, has leveraged the ethnic divide to his advantage. However, this election is different, as both the NPP and NDC have Konkomba candidates on their tickets, potentially changing the dynamics. The NDC constituency chairman, Mohammed Mashood Abiola, argues that Nitowol's long tenure has failed to deliver tangible results and accuses him of using divisive tactics to stay in power.
He has not seen the need to develop the people, because what power else does he need to develop us? What power else does Honorable Dominic Nitowol need to develop his people? Go to the education sector. Children lie on their bare stomachs to write. Even in his own village, Bumbumpa, if you go there, you will not be happy at the state of the education infrastructure there.
NPP supporters, on the other hand, defend Nitowol, citing his achievement and contributions to the constituency.
There is no village in the Bimbilla constituency, and we have about 250 something villages. And there's no village that you go and you will not see either a light extension project, a water project, or a route linking to the community.
The Progressive People's Party (PPP) is also contesting the seat with Ataswale as their candidate. The party's leader, Dr. Park Osei-Indom, recently campaigned in the constituency, emphasizing their commitment to development over politics. Swale has pledged innovative policies, including subsidizing transport fares for students traveling outside the constituency as part of efforts to improve the free senior high policy.
I can say that he has failed, because if after 18 years, the problems we were facing since we were born, are still the same problems the people are facing, then he has no business being the MP again. And I think, as someone who hails from the constituency, who hails from Bimbilla, and lived all my life in Bimbilla, I should be the best person to solve these problems.
An independent candidate, Kamil Bamampong, is also in the race, but he was unavailable for comment at the time of filing this report. With just 2 weeks to go, the stakes are high in Bimbilla. Channel One will continue to monitor and report on the unfolding events as the elections draw closer. The two candidates are there from the same tribe, and it is vowed that Nituo, the current MP and Minister for Defense, many say he may lose the seat this time round. From Bimbilla, Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira reporting for Channel One News.
And here in our studios at Teshie in Accra, my name is Umaru Sanda Amadu. You're watching Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television.
It's a celebration of moments, big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink at a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pop too, and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
The NDC and the MPP are not the same. They are the same. Masa, they are not the same. They are the same.
Nilante, tell us why you think they are not the same. Because me, dear, I don't see any difference between the two parties.
Yaba, one, under John Mahama, every penny borrowed was used for productive investment like the Terminal 3, Accra Digital Center, KJTR Market, Circle Dubai Interchange, just to mention a few. But these Osono people borrow money, throw kenke and wache parties, use the money to bath in the sky, and construct the most expensive swimming pool in the world in the name of a national cathedral. Tell me, is God a swimmer? Two, under John Dramani Mahama, those who lend money to the government in the form of bonds could sleep peacefully knowing that the government will pay them. Under the MPP, the government will take your money, chop it, and give you a haircut on top. Under John Dramani Mahama, no minister or MP could dare go close to our water bodies or forests to do Galamsey. Today, look at our water bodies and forests. These MPP people have destroyed all our water bodies and forests through Galamsey. I will not be surprised if we find a Galamsey pit in the Jubilee House. How can you tell me that the NDC and the MPP are the same?
Boss, you talk something, pal.
They are not the same.
They are never the same.
We have to vote wisely.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
In a fast-growing urban environment like Accra, safety is as important as the air that we breathe. Hear the real stories from those who now feel safe like never before with Response One.
Hello Ghana, I'm Tommy Ananforson. Our homes are our sanctuary. But safety is not all about locks, fences, and cameras. This is where Response One comes in. Their advanced monitored alarm system just doesn't record crime, it prevents it. In moments of danger, Response One's 24/7 monitoring ensures immediate help. With their theft protection guarantee, this is true peace of mind. I trust Response One to keep my family safe. You should too. Visit responseoneghana.com or call 0302 Secure 1.
Response One. Stay connected. Stay protected.
Attention, my Ghana people. Election day is almost here. This December 7th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. sharp. Each of us has the power to shape the future of our nation. Your vote in the presidential and parliamentary elections can make a real difference. Now, this is how to ensure that your vote counts. When you arrive at the polling station, verify your identity. Even if your voter ID card is missing, go to your polling station. You will be allowed to vote. Now, receive a ballot paper. Take a moment to check that it has a validating stamp at the back. This is very important, and make sure that it is clean and undamaged. Step up to the voting screen. Place your thumb on the ink pad and carefully place it in the box next to your chosen candidate's name, photo, and symbol. Be very careful to keep your thumbprint within the box. Remember to wipe your thumb with the tissue provided in the voting screen before you touch the ballot paper again. Then fold the ballot lengthwise and place it in the ballot box. Be very, very mindful. Your vote will be rejected if you thumbprint for more than one candidate, leave it blank, or if it's missing a validating stamp at the back. So take note. After voting, officials would conduct a transparent count. Ballots will be verified, sorted, and counted, with party agents carefully observing every step of the process. And yes, remember, this election is your opportunity to choose leaders who represent you. So step out on December 7th to vote and let your voice be heard. Your vote is your future. Remember, we vote with our thumbs, not guns. Weapons have no place at the police station.
Hey, Makasa!
Get ready.
Every objection against you is hereby dismissed.
For Impact 2024 with the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Reverend Dr. Eastwood Anaba, Apostle Joshua Selman, Apostle Isi Igeneba, Bishop Dr. Bernard Ojiri Asari, and Reverend Dr. David Entry, November 24th to December 1st, 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily at Action Chapel International, Prayer Cathedral, Dominion Arena. For inquiries or pass information, call 059-230-0069.
Introducing Rexona Non-Stop Protection 72-hour antiperspirant with breakthrough microtechnology that forms a stronger sweat barrier. Tested to the limit, even during the most intense workout.
Still clean, dry, and fresh for longer.
Try the new Rexona 72-hour non-stop protection for clean, dry, and fresh underarms every day.
So the other day, my workmate introduced me to Massim rice. Let's just say it's changed my life. It's super easy to cook with. It uses less water. It comes in long grain perfume or broken varieties for all my favorite rice meals. And best of all, it's grown and packaged right here in Ghana. The fragrance is delightful. Whether rice water, wache, omuto, plain rice, fried rice, or jollof, Massim rice is a whole vibe on its own.
Look out for Massim rice in markets and supermarkets. For bulk purchase, contact us on 055-902-2169 or 020-292-9618. Massim means tasty. This advert is
You're welcome back. Now, Rita Odole-Sowa, the incumbent member of parliament for Dadekotopon in the Greater Accra region and the National Democratic Congress parliamentary candidate for the constituency, has assured that John Dramani Mahama will sign the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill into law if he is elected president in the 2024 general elections. Addressing the annual harvest at the Presbyterian Church of Ghana Nativity Congregation, Sowa criticized the ruling New Patriotic Party for delaying the passage of the anti-LGBTQI bill. attributing the delay to concerns over potential economic repercussions. She emphasized that LGBTQI+ practices are inconsistent with Ghanaian religious and cultural values. Channel One News' Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse reports.
As the 2024 general elections approach, political activities are heating up in the Dadekotopon constituency, with candidates outlining their visions to sway voters. The NDC Ritana Odolesowa has placed the passage of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill at the center of her campaign. She promised that an NDC-led government under John Dramani Mahama would ensure the bill's swift approval. In an interview with Channel One News, Sowa accused the MPP of delaying the bill due to concerns over economic implications.
Expedite action on some cases, like the case that Fenyo Makin took to court. For the LGBTQ, the case that the person has placed an injunction on the signing, they have not done anything about it as we speak. How many days are we left for Nanado to leave government? But I believe and I trust in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The fear of God is upon him, and I know he will sign this bill into law.
Meanwhile, Joseph Addo, the MPP's parliamentary candidate for Dadekotopon, appealed to electorate to vote for him, emphasizing his plans to deliver development projects and improve living standards in the constituency.
I have to say to Dadekotopon is that they should rally behind the new patriotic party, Joseph Addo, and vote massively for us. We have a lot of programs that we are bringing into the constituency. So I'm pleading to them that they should vote massively for me and vote massively for Dr. Bawumia for a change in Dadekotopon.
Additionally, independent candidate Vincent Sowa offered a different stance, urging voters not to be swayed by monetary offers from politicians. He encouraged the electorate to choose leaders based on merit and integrity.
Over 1,200. As Ghana prepares for the 2024 general election, political campaigns are intensifying in the nation, whilst religious bodies including Nativity Congregation Presbyterian Church are advocating for peaceful election. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse.
Well, this is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned in for more comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections right here. Follow us for real-time updates and join the conversation using the hashtag GhanaPolls2024. To some education stories, and students at Some Senior High School in Agbozuma in the Volta region are facing severe overcrowding in their dormitories due to inadequate infrastructure which cannot accommodate the school's growing population. The situation has reached alarming levels, with about 20 students crammed into spaces designed for far fewer occupants. This overcrowding has raised serious concerns among both students and staff about the potential health risks, including the spread of diseases in such conditions. They are urgently appealing for the construction of more dormitory blocks to address the crisis and prevent possible health emergencies. Channel One News' Desmond Selasiago has more.
Some Senior High School in Agbozume is grappling with significant challenges, including poor living and teaching conditions that have pushed the institution to a critical point. The male and female dormitories are severely overcrowded, forcing students to endure cramped and uncomfortable sleeping arrangements. Beds are packed tightly, leaving minimal space for movement, while many students are left sleeping on the floor due to a shortage of bunk beds. The lack of proper ventilation further compounds the issue, creating an environment ripe for the rapid spread of communicable diseases. The boys' dormitory is in a particularly poor state, with leaking roofs, cracked walls and broken windows that make the facility both unsafe and uncomfortable, especially during harsh weather. Students share their concerns with Channel One News.
The challenges we are facing in the dormitories are inadequate beds. So some of the students are sleeping on the floor to allow the teenagers to sleep on their beds. And here too, the classrooms. We need more furniture because the first years are in, so some of the seniors or the year mates are suffering from inadequate furniture works.
Yeah, in the boys block we don't have much beds for the boys, and then also our fans and our lights usually go off when we are in need of them. And our bathhouse, we have sports bathhouse, and then also the water we take over is too salty, making it difficult for the soap to lather easily with it. And also, so we are pleading the government and the media that they should come to our aid, providing us with beds, enough beds and bed staffs, bed sticks in the metals.
The beds are more than the space in the dormitory, so they are very close and we find it difficult to pass. And sometimes we are wounded by the trunks. Yeah.
Beyond the dormitory crisis, the school is also facing a severe shortage of furniture. Many students are forced to go without desks and chairs during lessons, and some must sit in groups of 3 to share the limited resources available. During dining periods, overcrowding in the hall forces some students to eat their meals outside. These conditions are disrupting academic activities, making it difficult for students to focus and for teachers to deliver lessons effectively.
As the senior dining hall prefect, I would appeal with the government to provide us dining hall furniture, because we don't have enough furniture. So some of the students stand whilst dining is going on. So I would like to appeal to the government as the senior dining hall prefect of Sume Senior High School to provide us dining hall furniture.
The senior housemaster, Baron Kokuche, highlighted that teaching staff also faces significant challenges. The school lacks adequate housing for teachers, forcing many to commute long distances or struggle to find suitable accommodation nearby. This lack of staff housing impacts teachers' ability to fully dedicate themselves to their role and be readily available for their students.
Accommodation wise, we don't have enough. The girls have only one block here, which is used by the 4 houses. We have the house 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are all using this same accommodation. And as you can see, a lot of the items are outside. And when you go to the boys' side too, we have an old dilapidated structure which was put up by the PTA when the school was a hostel. That's what we are still using now. Likewise, there is no staff accommodation, that's bungalow for teachers. We don't have one. So all teachers are living outside, which is making it difficult for disciplinary issues to be maintained in the school.
Headmaster Spencer Agbamenu has called on stakeholders and relevant authorities to intervene, emphasizing the urgent need for infrastructure improvement to support both students and staff.
Just like any other public school, Super Secondary School is beset with a lot of challenges. Inadequate hostel facilities, accommodation facilities for students and staff, then furniture in the dining hall as well as the classrooms. Our vehicles, the 2 of them are now grounded. We are seriously challenged in that area. And a whole lot. I can continue. The list is very tall. So I'm just appealing to the authorities, government, major stakeholders, all philanthropists to come to our aid for society to also move forward.
So behind me is the congested nature of dormitories here in the Sume Senior High School. We are currently here in one of the girls' dormitory, and this is the nature of the dormitory. As students say, they sleep here each night in a very heated environment and are appealing for a more befitting structure or another dormitory to help them in their academic activities here in school. They are also calling on authorities to provide them with more furniture to assist in teaching and learning. Reporting for Channel One is from the Sume Senior High School here in Agbuzume. My name is Desmond Selasiago.
You're watching Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. Still ahead.
Mommy, I can't believe I swallowed the lies the MPP told us about John Mahama.
My dear, as for those people, they have been telling lies since Kwame Nkrumah's time. They accuse Kwame Nkrumah of wasting money on the Akosombo Dam.
Hey! Mama, the MPP told Ghanaians that John Mahama owns hotels and ships in Dubai. Yet, they have been in power for 8 painful years and haven't been able to prove any of those lies. I'm not surprised though that John Mahama is still working every month.
Kuma. Even the journalists who were used to peddle these lies have come to apologize. Yet, these MPP people are still telling these same lies in 2024. Hey. What a bunch of wicked liars.
You know, their own special prosecutor has come to clear John Mahama of the Airbus scandal, just like Shraj cleared him of the Ford bride lie. John Mahama is squeaky clean.
Now we know the truth, and the truth has set us free. Surely, as the Lord liveth, this time lies will not win.
No way.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Another morning, another day filled with possibilities. My old car reflects my journey, and today could be the day I take a big step forward. Anything is possible. Just think about it.
My shelves are ready to be filled, and soon the flat rate will open up exciting new opportunities. I can already envision a vibrant shop bustling with customers, all eager to discover what I have to offer.
I feel optimistic about import costs. Why? Because with DMB flat duty rates, my expenses will be more manageable. I can see my business thriving.
Every moment spent with my son brings back wonderful memories.
I tell you, my son, with my digital skills, now one can create games in a website.
A show of boot number 1 on the ballot.
We all have that one friend, always by your side for the big moments and ready to assist. He's always got his eyes on the prize and his heart in the right place. Where would we be without our BFF? This season, enjoy all 380 Premier League games with your BFF GoTV. Upgrade or reconnect to GoTV Super Plus for the discounted price of just 265 cedis today. GoTV, love it.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth data-driven analysis to show you what each vote means for our nation.
From the campaign trail to voting day and the final declaration of results, Channel One Television is covering it all. We'll be on the ground in all 276 constituencies, so every voice is heard and every community represented.
Our comprehensive election coverage brings you every key moment and every voice.
With updates from all stakeholders nationwide, this is election news you can trust, powered by the latest data and expert analysis.
Join us on Channel One TV for election coverage that keeps you informed and engaged.
We're here for every step of the journey.
Channel One TV, your election bureau.
Now, since 2017, the MPP has invested heavily in healthcare infrastructure. I don't even want to talk about zipline drones that have today saved over 1.2 million lives. We've completed 6 out of the 9 stalled and abandoned Eurojet health sector projects that we inherited since 2017. And we've started and completed new 47 non-Agenda 111 hospitals, clinics, and healthcare projects, including 21 clinics through IPEP. We've also started 17 non-Agenda 111 hospitals, clinics, and healthcare projects currently at various stages of completion, including 5 clinics through IPEP. And we started 21 new treatment and holding centers, 13 of which have been completed. Also, Agenda 111. That's a different debate. So if you're looking for the party or the candidate who represents the most investment in healthcare infrastructure, not just one hospital in a particular place, but spread in many parts of the country, that party, that candidate is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Every day, people have money emergencies.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth data-driven analysis to show you what each vote means for our nation.
From the campaign trail to voting day and the final declaration of results, Channel One Television is covering it all. We'll be on the ground in all 276 constituencies, so every voice is heard and every community represented.
Our comprehensive election coverage brings you every key moment and every voice.
With updates from all stakeholders nationwide, this is election news you can trust, powered by the latest data and expert analysis.
Join us on Channel One TV for election coverage that keeps you informed and engaged.
We're here for every step of the journey.
Channel One TV, your election bureau.
Until the job is done. Turn your home and business into an internet highway and experience the revolution of working and playing without limits. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh to sign up for MTN Fiber for home and business today.
President Akufo-Addo has reiterated his government's commitment to combating illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey. He emphasized the severe damage it causes to water bodies, farmlands, and the ecosystem, underscoring the need for decisive action. Channel One News' Neo Ni Amate Kanako reports.
There's a range of policies aimed at promoting green technology, reducing emissions, and fostering climate resilience. These include initiatives such as the Green Ghana Project, which seeks to restore our forests, and the Climate Prosperity Plan, which positions Ghana as a leading climate adaptation and mitigation strategy. The fight against illegal mining, Galamsey, is another area where we are taking decisive action. The damage caused by illegal mining to our water bodies, farmlands, and ecosystems cannot be overstated. Through technological innovations such as drone surveillance and community partners, we are intensifying efforts to curb this menace. We're not only enforcing the law, but are also promoting responsible mining practices that align with environmental sustainability.
Now, residents of Lekma, Adogon, and parts of the Teshie area in the Lejokuku municipality of the Greater Accra region are appealing to the police to enhance security in their communities. They report frequent robbery attacks carried out by a group of taxi drivers and their accomplices who assault unsuspecting passengers and steal their money. More details are provided in the following report.
When it happened, the first few minutes, there were a lot of things going through my mind. Like, okay, so is this my last days on earth? Like, I was just thinking, were they going to kill me? Were they going to rape me? Were they going to stab me? I don't know, like, there were a lot of things, but then...
Chilling accounts of how Betta, not her real name, a resident of Lekma, was beaten to a pulp and robbed to the tune of 12,100 Ghana cedis by a taxi driver and 2 other men she thought were just passengers. She narrates in more detail just how sad this event that took place 4 days ago happened.
So I stopped this car. He actually waved like towards where I was going. Then I stopped him. I got to Ebenezer, that's the first stop. Then I gave out 5 cedis to the driver that our lights are the next stop. I don't know what happened. It was so fast. Then all I could hear was that the horse was kind like lie down, face down also. So the other one jumped from the front to the back. So now they had me in between. That moment I started shouting. Then the other guy was hitting me, both my face, my ribs, my tummy side. That I should keep quiet. I should keep quiet. Then I kept quiet.
Her attackers were mercilessly brutal. Her cry for help would not resonate with them, even when she lied that she was pregnant.
Then they asked for my Momo pin. So I could feel that we were maybe either a traffic light or so, because it was stopped, and then I could hear people. So I started shouting again. Then the driver increased the volume set of his, I think, music or so. And then the other one was, that time I got the beatings of my life. He opened up my zip because I was wearing a jeans bra, pulled the bra down, pulled my top up, and was just punching my tummy, my rib area. Then I shouted, I told him that I was pregnant, because that was the lie that could come from my... He said he doesn't care. So he was just punching. He said I wanted them to be caught, and then when they cut them, like, do I know what they will... So at that point, he went and I was like, you'll kill me. He said I should die. So when he was just punching my face, my everywhere. But the guy that my face was in between his legs was also telling him that, okay, he should take it easy on my face because I'm fair. He said he doesn't care.
It was an operation that lasted more than 2 hours. Eventually, they kicked her out of the moving car.
They got a rag, I don't know where they got it from, stuck it into my mouth, got a cloth, then wrapped it on my face. Then they said that they are looking for a place so that they can drop me, or so I should keep quiet. But if I should shout again, I wouldn't like it. So I kept quiet. And so we got somewhere, and then they said the place was okay. But I don't know if they are very familiar about of the area, because when the driver is driving, then they will tell him to no, pass here. Oh, and I've told you this place is not good, so go here. Then they will go and they were like, oh, this place too is not good. So they keep turning. So throughout this, from 5 or the time they abducted me, they hadn't stopped, apart from maybe the traffic light or so. They had the trotro saying circle, circle. That's when I realized that, okay, I was around Bush Road, just before the Gwel station to the Laboma Junction. That place can really be dark. So some cars were passing. I tried stopping them. No one minded me.
The bruises on her face are still very raw and fresh. Her face, her side, her arms, all over. Betta is asking for justice. Not only women are victims. Some of the accounts we've heard from the grounds indicate that some men also, young ones, get attacked and robbed. And so the people, residents of Teshie, Lekma, Agblizan, Adogon, all in the Lejokuku municipality, are appealing to the police command from the very highest authority to take a look at the security concerns they have here and address them immediately. Caleb Kuda, Channel One Television.
Well, this is how we wrap up today's edition of the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. Visit our website, channel1news.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One Television. This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned in for more comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the conversation using the hashtag GhanaPolls2024. My name is Umaru Sanda Amadu. Thank you so much for joining us.